Welcome to another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'm Cheryl and I'm in charge of the craft kits at the main library. And today's video is to accompany a craft kit that we'll be giving out at the main library starting April 15th, 2023. But if you're watching this later or you don't have the kit, don't worry. You can make this kit very easily with things you buy at the craft store. And what we've got here is this is a cute little sun catcher that you just hang in your window. Now let's show you what's in the kit or what you'll need to buy. Okay, so what you'll have in your kit or what you'll need to purchase if you don't have a kit is, first of all, you will need a flexible lid with a little lip. This one happens to be one that I get from a soup container, from a takeout soup container, but you can use a butter tub lid or anything like that. Just clean it really well, and it has to be flexible because you're going to need to flex it to pop the Suncatcher out when you're done. Then you'll need however many flat-back marbles you need to fit in this lid. In the kit, we've got about 25. You may not be able to fit all of them in here, but you just want enough marbles to fit in your lid. You'll have about 1 3/4 ounces of clear glue, and it really does need to be the clear kind. This is just regular clear glue you can buy at the craft store. And you'll get in your kit a length of cord to hang it with. Now what you will need to provide yourself is something to poke a hole to hang the cord with. And it's going to be fairly easy to poke a hole, so you can use like a paper clip or a thumbtack or something like that. Just something that's going to poke a hole in the little dried glue. Now, this craft is very quick to put together, but it does take several days for the glue to completely dry. So you'll be able to put this all together from the start in about 10 minutes, but you're going to need to let it sit for 4 or 5 days. So just that'll be a little bit of a wait on that end. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is open the glue, and you can just take off the lid and pour it out, but if you want to use the flip top and do it this way, there is a little paper that's in there to keep it from leaking while it's in transit. So you just take something and poke that little piece out and throw it away. So then we'll put the lid back on. I like to use it with the little thing. It gives me more control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a layer of this glue down. And it just needs to be, it doesn't need to be really thick, but a good layer so that it coats the whole thing. And you don't want any empty holes. So I do this a little bit to make sure it gets all the way. Okay. All right. Then I'll start putting down my marbles. And I like to start on the outside first and then go toward the center. And these will kind of shift around. You'll just put them flat side down. And you'll try and fit as many of them in as you can. So I've got 21 in here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just drizzle a layer, and we're going to put a layer over top the marbles to kind of seal them in between 2 layers of glue. And you'll want to make sure you get at least a little bit on each marble so that that's sealed in between the two layers. And this looks like a very, very thick layer of glue. This will thin down. This kind of glue thins down as it dries completely. So you can always do this a little bit to get it level, make sure it's done. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to set this aside someplace where it won't be touched for at least 4 days, maybe 5. Depending on how thick you use the layer of glue. And what you'll end up with is this. It'll be dry completely, and it will, the glue will shrink so that it's not the thick layer that it looked like it was before. And to get this out, it should be probably popped up at the sides, but you can just like flex it and then just gently pull it up. And if it's not quite dry in the center here, you can always just set it upside down for an hour or so, and the back should dry completely after that. Now, because it shrinks down and makes a flatter layer, you will find that you may find that you have this little lip on the side where it was stuck to the edges. And if you don't mind that, you can just go ahead and poke a hole and hang it. If you don't like it, you can actually take some scissors and just trim off the so you would do that all the way around if you wanted to trim off the little lip. And then you're going to poke a hole. Don't put your hole right here, because that may, the weight of it may pull it out, and your glue may be a little weak. You want to put it somewhere between where there's 2 marbles stuck together, so that you've got a little more reinforcement when you hang it. And in this one, I just took and I poked a hole right here, and I just kind of wiggled it around just a little bit to get a big enough hole to stick the cord through. Then you just thread the cord through it, tie a knot in the end, and then you can hang it. Hang it in the window. This part can go, if you've got the kind of windows that have the little latches at the top, you can just hang that over the latch and let it hang in the window, and the sun will go right through it and make a really pretty light. Now, you cannot put these outside. These can't get wet because this is just regular clear craft glue. If it gets wet, it will soften back up. So you cannot use these outside, but you can use them in a window. There you go. Okay, and that's it. Thanks for watching another craft video from the Kansas City, Kansas Public Library. I'll see you next time. Bye.